Assalamualaikum and good day. Today we will present our assignment for Statistical Package for Analysis 1054. Our topic for this assignment is type of mobile phone. Okay, next I will introduce all the group members. First, Muhammad Sureman bin Samsudin. Next, Nurul Adilah binti Abdul Rashid. Third, Aqilah binti Jalani. Fourth, Azwaniza binti Muhammad Idris. And the last one is Norazura binti Noor. Okay, now I will explain our methodology for this assignment. First, to observe the type of mobile phone used by students. Next, the respondent will be the students who are interested to cooperate. Third, in order to collect the data, we will go through a survey from the Google form. Next, we have to figure out whether the respondent fall into the category or not. And the last one is the data analysis for this research will be mostly represented on qualitative manner.
The objective in our assignment is first to observe the types of mobile phone among students, second to apply all of our knowledge of the statistical package in real life, third to solve the problems that always happen in our daily life with statistical package, fourth to identify the specialty provided that attracted students to buy the phone, 5. To help students understand more about all the topics involved in this subject while doing this assignment.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Norazura. I will continue the presentation. Introduction. We will give a task to make a survey that could be applied to the topic in this subject. We choose type of mobile phone as our research title. Nowadays, the use of phone has become a common thing for each people in the world. We use phone to communicate with long-distance people, to pass code online, to release tension through game and music. We are pretty sure that each student will make a precise reason to have one affordable mobile phone. We will proceed to question 1. 50 respondents have took part in a survey through Google Form. The data set below show out the result for one of the questions, which is gender, female and male. For this question, we will use Excel software. A. Prepare a frequency distribution table. First, we key in the data at column A, and then we will make the table. For frequency, we'll just key in the code and we will get the answer. And B, also same, how to make frequency, just key in the code and we'll get the answer. For C, we highlight the relative frequency because C us to draw bar graph. For relative frequency, we highlight, then we choose insert graph. We will use bar graph because this is the data is data qualitative. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okey, seterusnya saya akan menerangkan mengenai chapter 2 iaitu Data Description Central Tendency. The number of students from Sultan Idris Education University were randomly selected in order to experiments with different age is listed below. Okey, dalam ruangan ini terdapat 50 sampel umur responden yang telah kami dapati. Soalannya berbunyi find A. mean, B. variance dan C. standard deviation. Okey, langkah pertama kita perlulah key in the data in the column. Kalau kita nampak di sini kita mengisi semua data iaitu umur responden dalam ruangan A. Okey, seterusnya untuk mencari mean, kita perlulah type sama dengan average dalam kurungan A1 noktah bertindih A50 dalam ruangan black cell dan tekan enter, maka keluarlah nilai mean. Seterusnya untuk variance, kita perlulah menaip V sama dengan VAR dalam kurungan A1 noktah bertindih A50 dalam ruangan black cell dan tekan enter, maka keluarlah nilai variance. Seterusnya, data akhir iaitu untuk standard deviation, kita perlulah menaip sama dengan STDEV dalam kurungan A1 noktah bertindih A50 dalam ruangan black cell dan tekan enter, maka keluarlah nilai standard deviation. Okey, itu sahaja. Sekian, terima kasih.
Chapter 8 is confidence interval for the mean and proportion in finding exact confidence interval for the mean. Our question is, we wish to see whether the Sultan Idris Education University students here any preference among RAM of phones in gigabyte. A sample of 50 students provided the following data. Based on the data represent, find the 95% of confidence interval estimate for the mean RAM of phones in gigabyte. So, the solution is, we put our data in the SPSS worksheet, click the bar, select the Analyze, Descriptive Statistics and Explore. After that, in Explore dialog box, transfer the RAM into the dependent list by selecting it and transferring it over with the little arrowhead button. Click both in display box and click the box statistic. Tick for descriptives and be sure the confidence interval is 95%. Then click continue. And click the plots button to create the box plots, and in the box plots, click dependence together. Deselect any other type of display that may be selected in this list. Then click continue. After that, click OK. The result will be displayed in the output. So this is our output. Our confidence interval is 95%, and this is mean. The mean is 7.8 and for the lower bound mean is 6.99 and the upper bound is 8.61. This is our box plot RAM of phone in gigabyte.
Chapter 10. Testing the difference between two means, two variance and two proportion. Test the difference between two means, which is large independent sample. Okay, the question for this chapter is, a group of students of Sultan Idris Education University have been done a survey in order to identify the range of age among the respondents. Data from the survey are shown in the following table. Can you conclude that the average range of the age among the respondents is the same? We use alpha equal to 0.05 as the significant level. Okay, this is the data for this from the survey, and then we use SPSS. We enter all the data into the table, and the output we got The mean rank for male equal 28.79, while the female mean rank 23.80. And the test statistic, we got the two tail equal 0.230. And the conclusion, since p value equal to 0.230, which is greater than 0.05 equal to alpha, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. There is not enough evidence to support the claim that the average range of the age among the respondents is the same.
Okay, for the last chapter is chapter 12. Is about chi-square test of independent. Okay, so this is our question. This table lists the password and security that Sultan Idris Education University students use for their phone. At alpha equal to 0.10, is there sufficient evidence to conclude that a relationship exists between the type of password and the brand of phone that they use? A sample of 50 students provided the following data. Okay, now we collect about 50 students for our survey, and we use a Google form, of course. Okay, so for this chapter, we take the brand of phone and the password and security. Okay, so at the alpha equal to 0.10, we want to find the relationship exists between the type of password and the brand of phone. Okay, so this is our data that we collect from the survey. And okay, so from the data, we can get the solution by using the SPSS. From this one, we can get when we enter the frequency, number of students into one variable, and the corresponding sample number, 1 for Samsung, 2 for Vivo, 3 for Oppo, 4 for iPhone, and 5 for Xiaomi, into another variable, and enter the type of password into another column variable, which is 1 for fingerprint, 2 for pin number, 3 for face, and 4 for pattern. So we can get this data, and we can find the output when we select data, go to weight cases, and we click the student into the weight cases by to move to frequency variable, and then click OK. After that, we select analyze, descriptive statistic, and go to cross tabs, and we select the brand of phone, move to row, and type of password, move to column, and then click statistic, then click chi-square box, then click OK. Last but not least, we click the cells, then click observe and expected in counts box, then click total in percentage box, and then finally we click OK, and then so we can get this output. N is 50, and this is the expected and observed value, and this is a total. Okay, so this is the table for chi-square test output. So we can get the value is 0.09, and result, the decision is rejected the null hypothesis, since the p-value is, which is 0.09, is less than, alpha equal to 0.10. So there is enough evidence to support the claim that the type of password is dependent on the brand of phone that they use. Okay, this is our conclusion from our assignment. So we can conclude that we understand more about how students choose their mobile phone based on a few question, and about 66% of the survey are female student and 34% are male student, and most of the students prefer use fingerprint as their look screen. Is total 64% out of 50 participants. So this assignment had given us opportunity to apply all the topic we had learned with the survey. Okay, so this is our presentation about our assignment, and thank you.